Arbitrators. My name with Marketing Resolution. Got my cup of coffee. It's Monday morning and I am ready to start my week. I hope that you are too. Today we're going to talk about how to choose the right networking associations and organizations for you and for your practice development. So a question that I get from clients often is, what organizations and associations should you belong to? And this is a really important question because we all have limited time and limited resources. And although it would be really nice to belong to all the groups and network inside all the groups and write for them and speak for them and train for them, etc., it's really just not possible. And so this portion of your practice development does take a little bit of time, strategy, planning. It needs to be done with intention, like so many of the things that we do to build our practices. And there are essentially going to be sort of two columns that we want to build and design. One column are going to be those associations and organizations that support us as mediators. What are those groups that help us with our skills, that help us stay abreast of new case law? What are the groups that really support us as professionals? They're probably not going to be the same groups that we join and belong to and work within to develop client relationships. So the groups that we belong to as professionals are going to be, for example, a state or regional group. So for example, if you're in Southern California, you want to belong to the Southern California Mediation Association. If you do, then you need to be a member of and active within Dispute Resolution Board Foundation. If you are international, then you want to belong to and work within the Chartered Institute of Mediators or the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators or the International Chamber of Commerce. Those are the groups that support us with our professional skills and the things that we need to do to be good resolutionists, to be good providers of our service. Now, the second column, the second group, that's going to be the group that we do our business building within. So these are the groups that our clients belong to, right? So these are going to be, for example, bar associations or chambers of commerce or other professional organizations. So if you're hearing cases that are, for example, healthcare related, you might want to belong to the Nursing Association or the healthcare litigation section of a bar association. So you want to pick and choose those groups that are comprised of your primary or even secondary or tertiary target markets. Where do they go? Where do they congregate? And in our organization, sure, you need to be involved, right? But pay close attention and be primarily involved in, as much as I love being a vice chair of the ABA's DR section, you want to be primarily involved with the group that consists of your potential clients. And it's in those organizations that you want to sit on their board of directors, help them with their annual conferences, write articles for them, be the public speaker for them, network. Those are the organizations that the more you're involved with the organization, the more connections you make, the more referrals you get, the more people you meet, the more clients you obtain. That's a healthier practice. So that's the business end of being in practice. So those are two fairly distinct columns. One is for us as professionals for skills building, and the other is for practice development. And so what you want to do, particularly now, kind of toward the end of the year, is look back at the associations and organizations with which you've been involved and think about how they have affected your practice, your business development, or your skill set negatively or positively, and think about where you want to pay your dues. You do have to pay to go to these organizations, the groups, the conferences. So think about how you're spending your money and think also how you're spending your time. And where did you get the best return on that investment? Where did the bulk of your referrals come from? Where are you most often published? Where are you making the most great contacts? So take a moment, reflect back, and think about how each of those groups has been a benefit to you. And then move forward. If the groups that you're belonging to have not been a great benefit to you, maybe rethink how you're interacting with them Or think about finding another group, another organization or association that you could join and be active in. And again, that really is the key to practice development. We have websites, we've got business cards, we've got social media, we have all of these other things, but all of those things only bolster your actual activity with all of these groups, organizations, and ultimately the individuals within them. So think about the organization that you can really enjoy, really have fun being active in. Think about the group that you want to surround yourself in. Think about the group where you really want to spend your time, because it's expensive time. You can't get it back. So take a moment, do a little reflection, think back on the past. Were these groups good for me? Did I really get what I needed from them? Were they the support system I needed? Were they the source of referral? Did they help get me published? Did they have a brown bag lunch series so that I was the public speaker? Was there an opportunity to handle their silent auction for the conference? How did you interact? If you weren't really active, then I'll suggest maybe giving them a second chance and becoming truly active in the organization. That's where you get the best benefit. But if it's just not the right fit, then it's time to do a little bit of shopping. Do a little market research, do some comparisons, and find the group that really comprises all of those different aspects of what you need to have from a member organization. Are they fun? Do you enjoy your time? If you do, you're more likely to really be involved. And that's where the good stuff happens. Get involved. So those are sort of the two categories of associations and organizations we belong to. If you're only joining mediator or arbitrator associations and organizations and not seeing your business grow, well, that's because we probably aren't the ones most likely to hire you. So again, that's just for you, just for your skill set, just to keep abreast of things in the industry. But it's your clients' associations and organizations. And that's where you really want to spend the vast majority of your time and your efforts. That's where you really are going to get the most from being active. And I use that word intentionally. You really do have to be active in the group to get the most that it can offer from you. So sponsoring a conference, sponsoring a cafe, being involved, that's really where you get the most of it. So that's it for me. A nice short marketing Monday. If you've got something that you want me to talk about in a future episode, if you've got a particular challenge in your practice that you'd like for me to address, absolutely let me know. Mention it in the comments, send me an email, log on to my website, fill out the contact form, and let me know how I can best help you. But again, this is a question that I get frequently. People say, Natalie, what group do I need to belong to? And we really do spend quite a few minutes, even hours, going through the different associations and organizations and finding that right balance. And you will find yours. But if you have a challenge, you have a problem, you have a request, absolutely let me know and I'm happy to address it. But that is it for me on Marketing Monday. There's Paul. Hi, Paul. You're very welcome. I hope this helps. That's it for me on Marketing Monday. I hope your week gets off to a great start. Enjoy your coffee, get out there, do your practice development, be active, and enjoy the opportunities that are put in front of you. Thanks very much. Talk to you soon.